Hi, good morning everyone. Let's get started with the next topic for this training session, which is on why the upgrade is necessary in an SAP system. So to make sure that we are talking about the same thing, we would like to make sure that you guys understand exactly what is the difference between an update and upgrade, because they are mixed quite often. Update is like we are applying a service pack. That is, say for example, we are on a version SAP NetWeaver AS Java 7.0 SPS 12, and if you want to perform an update to SPS 14, after the update you are still running on NetWeaver 7.0, but only the service pack has changed, so that is called the update. So we are applying the service pack, that is an update. Upgrade is like, say for example, currently you are on, say, NetWeaver AS Java 6.0, and now you are going to apply the upgrade to SAP NetWeaver AS 7.0. So at this time the version is changing, so that is called an upgrade. So when to update? So there are different reasons to install an update. Maybe you are performing, say, regular maintenance of your systems, or you face some technical problems which need to be fixed, or you are interested in some of the features delivered with high support packs. So that is the time when you are updating your systems. Okay, so SAP recommends to perform an update at least once a year. Now when to upgrade? Upgrade basically whenever, say for example, there are new features available. Say for example, you are in SPS 5 and you want to there are a lot of features available from current version of SPS 5 to new version. Then in that case you would like to upgrade. So basically SAP follows a strategy of 5-1-2 maintenance strategy. Basically 5 means that 5 years of mainstream maintenance, that is during the unrestricted shipment phase. So mainstream maintenance means that SAP will be providing support for that particular version for 5 years. Okay, so next is 1 year of extended maintenance at an additional 2% fees. So 1 year of extended maintenance, that means that after the main maintenance stream is completed, there will be 1 year of extended maintenance, but SAP will be charged a fees of additional 2% on top of the regular support fees. And next is 2 years of extended maintenance at an additional 4% fee. So it is 5 years regular maintenance. After that 1 year of extended maintenance at an additional fees of 2%, and after that 2 years of extended maintenance at an additional fees of 4%. So thereafter the application release enters into a customer specific maintenance, that is based on the customer's requirements. Say for example, they keep running and SAP will provide custom support for that particular application, and that too on a they may not be releasing any updates or any patches or anything for this particular customer specific maintenance. So there are 4 phases for the planning and upgrade of an SAP system. So phase 1 is basically, in the phase 1 what happens is that you explore and adapt new functionalities. That is, you get into finding what an upgrade will be bringing on the table. So what are the new functionalities will be coming in. In the second phase, you prepare a detailed upgrade and update plan. Third phase is basically you are executing and testing an upgrade plan. And finally, for the fourth phase, you are updating and upgrading your production system. So these are the key 4 phases. So step 1, phase 1 is you are exploring what is coming up with the upgrade. Phase 2 is basically you create an upgrade plan, and phase 3 basically you are executing and testing an upgrade plan, and finally at phase 4 you are upgrading your production system. So step 1 is basically technical upgrade. This initial phase involves a purely technological upgrade. Okay, so step 1, as we saw, is a technical upgrade. Basically this is an initial phase which involves a pure technological upgrade. whose major goal is the implementation of the new software release as the foundation for all subsequent improvement. The impact of this phase on your business and other processes is very limited. Previously used business functions are retained, modifications and custom developments are reduced, which reduces the cost of operations and system complexity. Unicode conversion may take place. The technical upgrade simply creates the basis for functional and strategic enhancements. So technical upgrade, basically what happens in the technical upgrade is we are just applying the bringing in the new functionality, new features, but they are not activated, and the modification and custom developments, they are reduced, and Unicode conversion may take place depending on whether the system is Unicode or not. Okay, so explore and adapt new functionalities. So what happens in this is basically we get into the system, we get into the SAP marketplace, we see what is available with the new upgrade. Say we will go to this particular link called /upgrade, and that will give the information about when we are trying to upgrade, what is the tools available, what is the process available, and how we can apply them and what it takes to apply them. Then after that, basically we'll get into the upgrade info center, download the upgrade master guide, security guide, infrastructure guide, high availability guide, depending on what type of solution we have today. So we download all that information and get familiar with the product, with the release, with the upgrade and the installation strategy, gain information about the release specific functionalities, and plan the upgrade and the update process. And the main objective for this is basically to find technical and release planning information, identify new features, that is check our hardware and software dependencies, create an upgrade plan. So basically this is a exploring phase where we explore, we try to find out, in case if we want to upgrade, what hardware upgrade is it required or not, can we directly upgrade from current version to the new version, or do we need to upgrade to an intermediate version? We need to find out, do we need to upgrade, say, operating system before we can upgrade? Do we need to upgrade your database before we can do an SAP upgrade? And these are the dependencies which need to be taken care. Apart from that, we need to see, do we need to apply a latest service packs before it can be upgraded? So all that is explored and evaluated during the explore phase. So gather all the information regarding your system environment and set up a project plan with the timeline. So basically in this phase you are coming up with the project plan. Okay, so you evaluate your hardware, you find out whether your hardware need to be upgraded or not. You check whether do you need to upgrade to switch to 64-bit server in case if you are not already on. You evaluate your database release and patch level. Okay, you consider in your project plan that you may also have to patch or upgrade your database system. So if you have your own custom developed components, you will try to find out how many these components are and how long will it take to test these components with the new release. Okay, so next is basically you will try to find out how many groups are involved into the upgrade. Do you have a separate division for SAP, database, operating system, clustering information, network information, development? Basically you will evaluate based on your organization structure, that is which groups need to be involved in the upgrade, which type of resources you are going to need for the upgrade, and during each phases of the upgrade, during each stage in the upgrade, which type of resource will be required at which stage. Also you may need to evaluate that what type of external resources you may require for the upgrade. Make sure to get the resources for the time needed. And next thing is you will check your dependencies in the project. Maybe you need some new functionalities for other projects. How are the dependencies? Which system has to be finished at first? Make sure that you have a buffer in your timeline as well. and you may need to evaluate your dependent components as well, dependent systems as well, which need to be upgraded. Okay, so you should pay some special attention to the testing. Testing is one key component. It may take up to 4 to 6 weeks because you will be modifying the components, you will be modifying your applications. You need to validate whether the new custom code which is there, which you have adapted, it's working fine or not. So testing is one key area, which is one major area which requires a lot of effort. You need to involve your users, end users, you need to involve your key people, you need to find out whether everything whatever is defined, you have the test plan for each of these functions, business functions, which is there to test and ensure that once the upgrade is done, it is going to be working fine. So all that is tested in your sandbox system, in your dev system, before all that can be applied into the production system. Okay, once all this information is collected, you have enough information. So after phase 1, you should have a project plan with the timeline for the upgrade of your system landscape, inclusive of test phase and so on. You now know when you will perform the upgrade on your development system, when you will upgrade your QA system, when you will upgrade your production systems. Okay, so next phase, basically phase 2, which is preparation of detailed upgrade plan. Okay, so now it's time to plan what exactly you have to do to execute the upgrade. The goal is to get a very detailed level of each and every single task which need to be performed in the upgrade. So here are some hints basically you can incorporate. First thing is, what is the name of the task? Additional information like, do we need to review a SAP note? Okay, we need to mark down which page number we are in that particular upgrade guide this information has come from. Who is going to be the responsible person, including the department, the status of the task, whether it is open or done. So you need to have a project plan, project status sheet as well. Time needed for tracking the time, comments, remarks, etc. need to be tracked as well. So here are the things which you should add to your step list. Basically steps from your official upgrade guide. Just write down the task name and you can mention that this is from page number this in the guide. You need to list down which notes need to be applied at which phase. So during preparation and post upgrade steps. What about your customer modifications? Are your modification overwritten by the upgrade? What do you have to do to make sure that you get back all your modifications? Next thing is, what about your custom developed component? Is there anything that you have to do before or after the execution of an update? Do you have to disable the alarming in your monitoring system? Basically during an upgrade system may be down during a downtime phase, so you may not want to receive those alerts during that period. So the monitoring strategy during the phase of upgrade. So most important thing is, have a detailed step list which contains all the tasks you have to do in the order you have to perform them. With this list you can make sure that you don't forget anything, and if you are about to apply an update you can reuse this list for the next update. So the goal here is that you upgrade your sandbox system first. You prepare this using your preliminary or the first cut list. So after your initial upgrade, you apply whatever learnings you had in your first systems into your development system. You apply your learnings again into your QA systems, and after that you are ready and you have already completed 3 cycles of upgrade before you can upgrade your production system. So that is a iterative process you need to perform before you can upgrade your production systems. Okay, next thing is on the execution and test plan for the upgrade. So basically write minutes about the upgrade process, that is system information, host name, OS, hardware, etc. Installed software, which software is in which version, and what is the starting point, what JDK version you have, what is the version of the installed components, including the patch level, which documentation in what version do you need to use to apply, title of the document, release, etc. So all that information need to be prepared, need to be documented during this particular upgrade process. So objective is that write down each and everything so that you have everything tracked, what is present, at what stage you are applying what, and you have the each screenshot of any error which is coming up, a screenshot of any issue which pops up during the upgrade of these systems, so that you can apply all that learning in your subsequent systems. Basically, which users have been used to execute the task, what is going to be the start and end time of the upgrade. So all that will be handy when you upgrade your first system, and you can fine tune as and when you move along the system. Say for example, you go from your dev system to QA system to your production system. Okay, now it's time to perform the upgrade of your dev system. So the first system we may take as a staging system or sandbox system or a development system. So usually you should have three different stages. You can have your dev system, quality systems, and production system at the minimum. Some customer even have more than 3 stages, that is they may have your sandbox systems and other development system. So before you start, you should have the following documents in place, that is latest version of the SAP upgrade guide, your upgrade list, all relevant your support packages and everything. Okay, so now you should start your upgrade by following your step list and the upgrade guide. So whenever you have to perform a task which is not already in your step list, then you should add this task into your step list right away, because you will be applying that over and again into the subsequent system. So by the time you complete your dev systems, your QA systems, you have pretty much complete information, complete list of all activities which need to be performed, which you have already performed in your systems. You have your learnings already there, you have your screenshots already captured with whatever errors which have come and the fixes for those errors. Okay, so same thing we need to do it in our QA system. So QA system should be considered as the crucial test for the upgrade of the production system. Make sure that the step list contains really every task which has to be done on the production system. It is very important to have the same initial state on the QA systems like on the production systems. This means QA and production should be as identical as possible. You may need to refresh your production systems when you are about to upgrade your QA system. In that way, what will happen is that you have your QA system as much identical as your production system. So all the issues that you may encounter in your production system will be already sorted out in your QA system. You do not need exactly the same hardware, but both systems should have the same architecture. So if you are running a HA system, then you should also have a HA system in QA. This is because the HA system will add more complexity to the upgrade process, and this is something you should have done definitely once before you upgrade your production systems. So here you can see your dev system, QA and prod architecture is same architecture is recommended for both. And after the successful upgrade of the QA system, your step list should contain every single step needed to perform the upgrade on the production system. So you should have a very clear picture about every step which you need to perform, and you should have a time for each and every step, that is how much time it takes to perform each and every step. Okay, phase 4 is basically the production system upgrade. So you already successfully finished the upgrade of your dev systems, QA systems. Your step list now contains all your findings, learnings for your particular environment, for the particular version that we are upgrading. So by now you should know all the key players involved in the upgrade process. All the resources should be available, or if you are not directly involved, at least in standby, every step you are going to perform should already have been done or proven on your development system and quality system. So whatever is tested, tried, proven will be applied into your production system. So it is always recommended to check all the SAP guides and SAP notes for new versions before you start the upgrade. If you follow this way to plan, prepare and perform the upgrade on your system landscape, you should not face any unpleasant surprises on your production systems. Alright then, that's what I wanted to cover in this particular training session. Thank you for joining and have a nice day. Bye bye.